Alright, good morning everyone. How was your Tuesday? Hope it went well. Mine went okay. Found a little Raspberry Pi gaming console I made. And I decided to take the advice and just kind of take a day off and play around a little bit. Felt good. So, also had some trouble uploading to Hangouts yesterday, and I would later find out that's because Amazon Web Services was down, and that took a lot of people down with them. Just goes to show you, centralization, not always great. It's definitely very convenient sometimes, but man, when it goes down, it doesn't work. Oh, leaves everybody in trouble, doesn't it? So, managed to get them uploaded though, but December 25th, yeah, I'm going to remind you constantly until that day. Sort of like those Medicare commercials all over YouTube. December 25th on Hangouts. There'll be a virtual Christmas shindig at my place. You are welcome to attend. And I'll be giving away free readings. Much like this one today. We can do single card reads. We did that Monday night. No, Saturday night. Saturday night I did do some single card reads. I kind of did something impromptu for Monday night as well. And generally just, you know, hung with some people, had a good time. You know, that sort of thing, just the usual. Just you, me, and a few of our closest friends. You know that? Okay. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, I actually got a comment that I seemed annoyed at the Bitcoin thing. Well, I'll tell you what. Here's what I'll do. I'm always a fan of telling you how the illusion's crumbling, but I never do get specific with it, do I? How about this? I'm about to introduce you to it. I'm going to open the front door. After that, you can decide whether you walk in or not. So, here's exactly what I'm talking about. I want you to go into your wallets and take out a dollar or a $10 bill, whatever bills you have. Just take out one of them. Doesn't matter what denomination it is. Take out your debit card if you don't have that, credit cards. Just lay them out in front of you. You don't have to make them neat or anything. Go ahead and do that now. Pause if you need to. Okay. Got that? Good. I'm going to illustrate something to you. Without going into the history, I will tell you, read The Creature from Jekyll Island. And here's where the illusion begins to crumble for you. Now, that banknote you're seeing right there is backed by nothing more than the full faith and credit of the United States government. If you're US based, that is. The debit and credit cards, nothing but data typed into a computer. That's it. That's all they are. At one point in time, the dollar bill, the $10 bill, 20, so on and so forth, were known as gold and silver certificates, and that was actually printed on them. So you could take those to the bank and exchange them for gold or silver. Now, ever since 1913, the purchasing power of that dollar that's sitting in front of you, or those cards that are sitting in front of you, has gone down by at least 90%. Starting to get it. Also look up fractional reserve banking. Look at how that's going. And then I want you to look at the value of cryptocurrencies since their inception. Now, some have succeeded, others really haven't. But think about that. Look at it. Also look at precious metals, gold, silver, copper, palladium, platinum. Look at those. When you look those up, you'll begin to get it. It's crumbling, people. Also, lies and illusions have to go on two things. Illusions have to go on lies, and they have to go on force. When you start to strip away the lies, all they have left is force. Getting it now? You will. Don't worry. So, let's see who your significator is for today. You know, the thing. We've seen that card before. And we know exactly what it means. This is where we come together with others. To me, it means we need to be a lot more reasonable than we are now. And we need to start listening to people who are trying to be voices of reason rather than just tossing them to the curb. And by voices of reason, I do mean voices of reason. Sorry, everyone. Need a... there we go. That's better. Starting to get a little dry in the throat. But you do need to make your decisions firmly. If you've got contracts and legal disputes coming up, make sure you've done your due diligence. If you're involved in a political situation at work, definitely get to the heart of the matter. And be flexible. Try diplomacy before resorting to harsher means. See, most of us welcome wise counsel when we ask for it, and for justice to be served when necessary. But you can be sure that you're being granted both of those gifts should you be open enough to accept them. So, who are we being guided by? You have to know that some things have to end so that others may begin. You have to keep that firmly in mind. That's a nice balance, really. Because if this one thing doesn't end in your life, the other can't begin. Imagine what would happen if things never ended. They'd just pile up on top of each other, wouldn't they? And that would never be a good thing. So, let's go to the runes. So your situation is AWAS. We're looking at some growth and transition. And that's what that means. Growth and transition aided by the ending of one thing and the beginning of another. And you have to see both sides of it. Your action definitely should be Barcano. Some things are born, while others, they pass away. Sometimes it's just a mindset that needs to die. You know, if you're kind of getting into that woe is me thing, Maybe it's time for that to die so you can see just how much you actually have in front of you, what you can work with. Finally, we've got Ansus, and this is all about communication and whatever knowledge that you have on hand at the time. And don't forget, while you're coming across that aisle, while you're putting forth your absolute best, it doesn't mean that you have to give up everything. It also doesn't mean they have to give up everything either. There are some happy points of moderation. Things can actually be mutually beneficial. I wonder how we can do that. So let's see. I'll lay out 3 more just to kind of see if I can't get a clearer picture of this. So we have Issa. Time to move into a little meditation, because you do have some obstacles that you need to overcome. And right here we have Manas. You do have the insight that you need to make that happen. And then Perthro. I'm not surprised that this one came up, because it does represent little intuition, little instinct, trusting your gut. I'm also seeing some birth and or even rebirth and fertility in here. So if you're trying for children, know that that's going to happen. Some of you are. So let's sum up. So anyway, what I'm seeing here is, especially if you want something to nurture and grow from a current situation, you're going to have to establish a little trustworthiness here. You're also going to need to transition from one mindset to another. Now, I could see this in not so much in what you give up physically, it's just what you're giving up mentally. You can grow from that, you can heal from it, you can establish healing from it. Healing not just for yourself, but for others. Be sure to be clear in your communication, though. Be sure to know how to put that into words. Be sure to take a little time to reflect today. Meditation only takes a couple minutes. You don't need much more than that. If you feel like you need more than that, take a little break. Get away from things for a minute. You are going to gain insight into your current situation. That'll give you all the impetus to move forward. But remember, always, always, always trust and develop your intuition, because that will never, ever lead you wrong. So, as Mr. Bub is about to go completely psychotic or want to play, it's kind of 6 of one, half dozen of the other. He's bringing me his ball. Okay, here we go. Go get it. I hope that didn't land where I think it did. Anyway, I got another one here. There we go. Anyway, he picks the worst times to do this, does he not? Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for having your coffee or your whatever your morning consumable is today. Hope that you do find mutually beneficial conclusions to every problem going on today. They may not be ideal. You may not get what you want, but you will get what you need. I think that's a better summary for it, isn't it? May not get what you want, but you will get what you need. And that's a great place to start. In any case, remember, Christmas Bash, my place, High Notes. Grab the app, create an account, add me, and you can attend. We'll be doing live off and on all day. I think I'm going to do a Christmas reading for that day, and then I won't do the single card pull videos. I'll just do the live stream. So you and I can hang out. And we can just see if we can have a little fun. In any case, I gotta get this thing out of here and into the can. So, love you all. Remember to take care of yourselves and each other. Always do what lights you up. And as always, shine on. Oh, before I go, High Notes. I'll be doing some single card draws. That's why the other decks are there. So, come join me, won't you?